Yo, what is going on, everyone? We are live here on YouTube for you guys. We got Austin in the building today and Peyton,
Yes,
also known as the casual football fan. And
we're
as the
back.
title may present a funny joke. The Pro Bowl, there's zero buzz around the Pro Bowl. It is indeed dead. Hope you guys are doing better than the Pro Bowl. Austin, how's it going?
Doing great, doing great. Excited to be back. I took about a 2 week hiatus.
Oh yeah,
We're back. We're back.
we're
Excited.
back. We back. How about you, Peyton?
Yeah, all good. Can't wait to talk about the Pro Bowl.
Insert crickets. Insert crickets.
Is
Okay.
Laid?
Huh?
Is this thing on?
I don't know. Is it?
Yeah. He was saying like the Pro Bowl's lame. Yeah.
Oh.
Little
So I guess we'll jump right into it. We'll go right to the big game coming up in 2 weeks. I guess not, or maybe a week. I guess you could say it's basically Saturday. But yeah, what does everybody think about the Chiefs Eagles here again, with another chance for the Chiefs to win another freaking Super Bowl? What do you think?
I did see it was Saquon's birthday next Sunday. Were you guys aware of that?
So no, I wasn't. So he's gonna go crazy.
So the only thing is,
Birthday
Dejean's
touches.
birthday is on that day too.
do what?
Cooper DeJean's birthday is on that day too.
I mean, I think the Chiefs are gonna win. It's just you just can't deny them. Like they just don't lose in the Super Bowl. I mean, the only guy that's beaten Pat Mahomes in the Super Bowl is Tom Brady, I think.
Yeah.
And
He's on the
I
Bucs.
mean, yeah. I mean, who are you taking, Patrick Mahomes or Jalen Hurts? Is what I think it comes down to, because they're going to be game planning
Patrick
all
Mahomes.
week for Saquon. They're going to be game planning all week for Saquon. So
Yeah.
they're gonna try. They're probably going to contain him a little bit, but you're not going to be able to out game plan. Nick Sirianni, I think that's how you say his last name, is not going to out coach Andy Reid at the end of the day. So I'm going to take the Chiefs.
No, I think that the Chiefs' defensive coordinator is ridiculous. Like the
Yeah.
blitz that he dials up and like all the stuff that he does before the snap is unbelievable. And I think the Chiefs will pull it out, unfortunately. But I saw a stat that it was like everybody talks about the four best quarterbacks in the league: Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, and Lamar Jackson. And then the guy went through all the stats. There were the stats that matter besides yards and stuff were like awards, like MVP awards, Super Bowl rings, championship rings, Pro Bowl appearances, like all of like the special awards. Patrick Mahomes has 13 of those combined, including Super Bowl Super Bowl MVPs, Super Bowls, championship MVPs, championships, all of that combined. He has 13. The rest of them have a combined of 3. We are living in a Patrick Mahomes world. There's nothing we can do about it. I saw that stat and I was like, I just think he's gonna win no matter how much the NFL doesn't want it to happen. He's gonna win.
I want to hear. I want
Happen.
What'd you
to hear
say, Ben?
Peyton's opinion on the Super Bowl, but then I have a question, a hot take question for everybody.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, my opinion is the same as everyone else's. I don't want the Chiefs to win. They're probably going to. But I don't know, because at the end of the day, you never know. Because the Eagles almost did it the last time. It came down to the false PI, in my opinion, which I think that's kind of what started the whole the refs are on the Chiefs side thing. But I mean, like I said, I think the Chiefs are going to win. I don't want them to, but I agree with Austin. I don't think Nick Sirianni is going to be able to outcoach Andy Reid. I'm not going to compare Nick Sirianni to not Mike Shanahan, or is that this 49ers coach? Who's
That's
the 49ers?
Kyle.
Kyle.
Yeah, Kyle. I'm not going to compare them, but I feel like they're similar in ways. I feel like it's every time that they make it to a big game. So, yeah, I think the Chiefs are going to win.
All
You
right.
hate to see it. You hate to
Yeah.
see it.
They're like the Alabama of the NFL when out like in like the year of like 2013 to 2020. just everybody hates them, but they always win. Nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's going to be a Chiefs.
Harry Murray doesn't like Alabama,
Oh yeah,
and Murray's owned by Alabama, dude. I hate to see it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it'll be
I
a Chiefs
agree.
blowout, but I still think they're going to win.
I think they'll win by like 6 or 7. It'll be the same way it ended the year before. Like they barely squeak it out, and Philly has to, go back to the drawing board again with an amazing season behind it.
So
yeah.
And Andy Reid retires. If they win, Andy Reid retires.
I don't
Really?
think so.
That's it.
No,
That's it. Yeah, that's
I
it.
don't think so. I think
I
he has
think
to go
so.
to Belichick Brady run.
Yeah, I don't think
I think
he's retiring anytime soon, especially if they win. I think if they win, that makes it harder for him to retire.
I think they just hire. Let's say if he does retire, I think they just promote the defensive coordinator. Like that'd be such a good hire.
I have
I'm
no
them-
idea.
If I'm them and they get rid of Andy Reid, the first thing I'm doing is I'm calling Joe Brady, the offensive coordinator for the Bills, seeing if he wants the job. That's the first thing I'm doing.
Yeah.
That's kind of controversial, though, is it not?
With the
I
Bills.
mean, the Bills fans would be upset, but I mean, the guy got Joe Burrow in LSU nasty. I mean, look what he was able to do this year with Josh Allen, and Josh Allen had pretty much zero weapons. I mean, you could say Shakur, whatever, Keon Coleman, sure. But, I mean, when you compare that to the rest of the league and what Josh Allen was able to do, Joe Brady is an insane offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
And him with Patrick Mahomes, don't even get me started on that. That would be the league. I wouldn't watch it anymore. I would not watch NFL anymore if that combo got put together.
Yeah. Austin, I don't know if this is your question that you were going to say earlier, but this is something I just thought about. If the Eagles lose, is it the end for not Kyle Shanahan? I'm actually tripping. Nick Sirianni.
That is not my question. That was not gonna be my question, but my answer to that is definitely not.
No.
No? You don't think
No.
so?
Definitely no. They're in the Super Bowl for the second time in like 3 years. They're not getting rid of the guy.
I mean, yeah, but like they also got blown out by the Bucks in the wild card. Or maybe not the wild card last year. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. They got blown out by the Bucks in the playoffs.
Yeah, but they're here now. I mean,
What if they lose? Which they
They're
probably
in the
will.
Super Bowl. They won the NFC, and this is this is the second time they've been in the Super Bowl in like 3 or 4 years. Are you getting rid of a guy that does that for your team? You go to the championship in the NFL.
that'd be like saying firing Kirby Smart if he doesn't go to the national championship this next year.
Yeah.
No, you're not doing that.
Fire Mike Bobo, but I mean, I understand what you're saying.
think
I
you
understand.
said-
No,
I think he
no,
said
they
that.
fired Carson Beck. That's what happened, and I'm glad that happened. Jeez. Arian Smith can now catch the football. We'll talk about that later.
Oh my
Jeez.
goodness, yeah, we will talk about that later. But I saw a
Yes.
highlight in the Senior Bowl.
Dude, he mossed somebody. Mossed somebody.
Where has that been?
He has huge hands, though. That's the thing. You get a larger ball, no pause, and you can just catch it better. That's what happened. Back to Austin's hot topic question. Yeah, I want to hear
Hot topic question. If Mahomes wins this year, that's his 4th Super Bowl.
Yeah. Yep.
Right?
hmm
He didn't have a great statistically. He did not have a great season. He did not have
No.
a great season. But what is it gonna? What do you guys need to see from him in the next, like for the rest of his career, for you to either put him at above Brady, or is he already above Brady in you guys' opinion?
To me personally, this might just be my casual side. To me personally, if he doesn't have more rings than Brady, he's not better than Brady.
I agree.
So you guys are saying that if he wins more championships than Tom Brady, despite the stats, he's the GOAT of all time.
Yes.
Maybe not.
Championships mean more than stats.
I was about to say he's the best winner of all time. Statistically, he's probably not. But that's if he does.
I just the thing is with that argument is like, I don't know how familiar you guys are with the NBA, but Bill Russell has 11 NBA championships. he's not considered a top 15 player of all time.
Yeah, but the NBA and the NFL are two completely different things.
I would
I
say
know what you're trying to say, Austin. I know what you're trying to say, but
I
so what position did Bill Russell play? I'm not sure. I'm not very familiar with Bill Russell. What
Yeah,
position
yeah.
did he play?
he was a center.
Okay, so he's a center. That'd be like saying that let's say that Jason Kelsey went through his entire career. I didn't mean to put him right there, but like center. I'm just saying like that'd be like an offensive lineman winning 11 rings on the same team and then being called the greatest football player of all time. No, he's the greatest offensive lineman ever. Bill Russell's probably the greatest center of all time.
I don't watch
Whoa.
basketball. That is a crazy statement, bro.
11 rings is 11 rings, dude.
Nah, dude. That's
I haven't watched him play, so I don't know like how impactful he was. Like for me, Patrick Mahomes is the most impactful player on the field. Like so that's why if he wins more rings than Brady, then he automatically is the greatest of all time. Even if he doesn't go win another championship somewhere else. Because that's what we needed to see from Tom Brady was,
Right.
he's only winning because it's Bill Belichick. No, he won because he's Tom Brady. He elevated that room in Tampa Bay, an already room that was so depleted of any sort of swagger or any sort of like big play ability. And he went over there and just brought the room up and was like, we're going to go win it all. And said, fuck you, NFC, and won everything.
So even if Patrick Mahomes wins more championships than Tom Brady, the fact that Brady beat Mahomes in the only matchup they ever had in the Super Bowl holds no weight.
No, it definitely does. Like 100% it does. But to me,
A 40-year-old Brady, by the way.
say what?
A 40-year-old Brady beat Patrick
understand.
Mahomes.
It was that win, though. Yeah, it was also that win that got Tom Brady the greatest of all time was because he beat another, like a really good player in the Super Bowl on another team. Type deal.
Yeah, no, that makes total sense, and I agree with that. But what I'm saying is, statistically, if Patrick Mahomes does worse than Tom Brady in his career, Tom Brady would be better statistically. But if Mahomes passes Brady in rings, then I think you've got to at least say that he's as good as Brady, if not better.
That's fair. So my next question is, where do you guys have Mahomes ranked all time right now? Before
Just
this next
quarterbacks,
all time.
but just quarterbacks for every player.
Every player. I mean, if you say it, Peyton, let's be honest. Patrick Mahomes is better than every skill position player to ever play. He's good. He's above
Jerry
all.
Rice.
Yes.
Mm,
Yes.
Jerry Rice is playing wide receiver at 40.
So he had, and you know who his quarterback was? His
Ridiculous
quarterback
numbers.
was Joe Montana and Steve Young. Two top fivers.
That is true. Hold on, let me look at something.
I think you're the top 3 quarterback of all time.
Top 3?
Top
who you
3.
Put above him? Who you put above him?
I don't put anybody above him. I'm just saying he's so then in top 2, I guess. Top 2. Top 2. Like you could flip flop. I don't know. That's such a hard thing because it's like to me it's Brady, Patrick Mahomes, and then the rest
That's fair.
in the most annoying way.
I
He's
think
on a-
I
he's on a
agree. I agree
typewriter.
with you right now. He's on a typewriter.
Dude, he's already going.
Hold on.
He's doing some research. Casual.
Casual research, dude. Oh my gosh.
I like to misinform people.
We have been misinforming people, but we fix it every time it's happened. I get on the next 2 weeks and I go, we spread information 2 weeks ago about Travis Etienne going to the draft.
Oh yeah.
For staying.
Yeah,
That shit was
I missed
hilarious.
that episode, but that was
No,
insane.
No, but that night he hadn't, and then the next day he had. Like that night he made his decision, and I was like, what? Because I had heard on my podcast that I
You
listened
typing an
to.
essay over there, dude.
Okay. Here's what I was trying to find. Jerry Rice, career total 22,895 receiving yards. Number 2, Larry Fitzgerald, 17,492. I don't know what the gap between that is, but Jerry Rice was doing that at 40 years old. Yeah, he had Joe Montana and Steve.
Peyton can't do 22 minus 17 in his head.
I'm talking about all the other numbers, the 3 numbers after the comma. I'm not doing all that. But Jerry, dude, like I don't even remember what we were talking about now because I've been doing this for so long.
You're trying to say Jerry Rice is a better player all time than Patrick Mahomes.
I mean, I agree with that still.
I can't agree with that.
That is just absolutely insane.
I'm a casual football enjoyer. I like to misinform people.
I mean, but there's so many players that I would put above Jerry Rice.
But who though?
I would put Lawrence Taylor above Jerry Rice.
I was thinking about Lawrence Taylor.
I mean, that's understandable. I'm not saying Jerry Rice is the greatest football player of all time. I'm just saying I don't know if he's like in terms of every position. I just don't know if he's better than Patrick Mahomes. I can understand why people would think I understand why.
So my next question was, where do you have Patrick Mahomes ranked all time? Because now you're saying Lawrence Taylor and Jerry Rice are better than Patrick Mahomes.
So he's probably 4.
What?
Tom Brady, Lawrence Taylor, Jerry Rice, Patrick Mahomes. How is that a crazy list?
No, because you're forgetting with what you're saying, we got to start talking about Barry Sanders. We got to start talking about Bo Jackson. We got to start talking about Joe Montana. We got to start talking about Deion Sanders. We got to talk about Ronnie Lott. We got to talk about all these guys.
So then why aren't we talking about him though?
Because it's just universally known that Patrick Mahomes is better than all of them by far.
Like when you're saying better though, what you're meaning, Austin, is you mean impactful is what you're saying. Like Patrick Mahomes is more impactful on a football game than Jerry Rice was. Because Patrick Mahomes has an uncanny ability to make things that aren't there. The things that I have watched Patrick Mahomes do has literally changed football forever. It will never be the same.
That's all I needed to know. I didn't know that's what you meant. I thought you meant literally like skill, position, whatever. How good he actually is.
I'm just talking about the greatest player of all time list.
See, but when you say that, the first thing I think of is I don't think of impact. I think of genuine skill.
Okay, so who's the
Patrick Mahomes is insane. This is what I'm saying. I think Patrick Mahomes is the most impactful player besides Tom Brady, and also probably the best quarterback ever.
That's not a crazy thing to say. I agree with that.
To me, a quarterback is more impactful than a wide receiver.
Absolutely, but I didn't know we were looking at it like that. I didn't know I didn't know that.
That's what best means.
Okay, I mean,
right?
Again,
am I wrong, Austin, or is that right?
No, I'm just curious. I mean, it's an opinion, but
yeah, it's all subjective.
If I'm talking about the greatest player of all time ranking list, where are you putting Patrick Mahomes at in that list?
2. I'm putting him at 2.
Peyton, where are you putting him at? I'm not going to argue with you anymore. Just give me a range. Give me something.
Okay, well then
this is going to be on TikTok. This is absolutely going to be a TikTok.
That's okay. I'd still put him at 4. Look at the 3 words beside my name. I'm a casual football enjoyer. Not
okay, but so you put him at 4. This is the last thing I'm going to say. And the people above him are Tom Brady, Jerry Rice, and Lawrence Taylor. And were you even going to put Lawrence Taylor above him if I didn't mention his name?
No, because I started watching football maybe 5 years ago.
Okay, all right, that's fair. That's totally fair.
If you
got Patrick Mahomes at 4 behind Jerry Rice.
I feel like if we go down a rabbit hole of if we then go over to best quarterback ever, I can't help but put Patrick Mahomes there at 1.
That's over Tom Brady. We're talking about best quarterbacks of all time, impact and skill.
Best quarterbacks.
I would put Mahomes.
Assuming that he continues his trajectory, and he's 29 years old, about to get his 4th Super Bowl. He's been to the AFC Championship every year he's started.
I think he's on track. I don't think he's there yet.
Okay, that's fair.
I think right now Brady, but I do think after it's all said and done. And I think a lot of it depends on Andy Reid too, is how long is he going to be around. But I think at the end of Patrick Mahomes' career, he will be considered the greatest player of all time.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
I agree.
I think that's a very reasonable statement.
What has to happen for him to pass Lawrence Taylor, Peyton?
Yeah, that was a great question.
Probably get
Sacking a quarterback.
Yeah, probably
Patrick Mahomes next to
needs a couple tackles.
Yeah, the only way that Patrick Mahomes passes Jerry Rice and Lawrence Taylor is if somehow Patrick Mahomes catches more balls and more receiving yards than Jerry Rice and gets more career sacks than Lawrence Taylor. That's the only way I'll put him above.
So what you're saying is that Nick Foles is a better receiver than Patrick Mahomes?
Technically. Statistically.
Dude, that could be a good topic to talk about.
That'd be a rabbit hole.
That's
such a deep rabbit hole.
It is. Talking about if Nick Foles is a better receiver than Patrick Mahomes. All you have to do is look at the stats. I mean, unless you want to get into the tape and, go height and see what their hand size is, pause, and then maybe see what their catch radius is.
Well, we're already 21 minutes into this. We should probably
we should probably talk about something
what this
serious.
show's about. Yeah.
No, I mean, this is exactly what happens when we talk without cameras on, so this is perfect.
Yeah.
This is exactly what we're going for, is just random shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
I need to see Patrick Mahomes put up 22,000 receiving yards before I consider him better than Jerry Rice.
I hope that never happens, baby. So we can come back and
That will
fucking hold you accountable to that shit right there.
I need Patrick
We'll have
Mahomes
to
to throw the ball. I'm not even
We'll
joking.
have to-
I need him to throw the ball 100 yards in the air and run 98 yards down the field and catch his own pass.
So now he has to break the laws of physics in order to be second all time.
Not necessarily. If he's like as impactful and talented as people say he is, I think he can do that.
So wait, if Patrick Mahomes, after he turns 30, he switches fully to wide receiver and has like 10,000 yards over 10 years, like 100 touchdowns, and wins another 3 or 4 Super Bowls, is he the greatest sports player of all time? Is he the greatest sports athlete ever?
Oh, I mean, yeah, absolutely.
I was about to say, bro, if Patrick Mahomes switches to wide receiver and catches over 100 touchdowns,
100 touchdowns.
yeah, 10,000 receiving yards in under 10 years, there's no one that has ever even thought about playing sports that is better than Patrick Mahomes. After playing quarterback for however many
So he's
years.
better than Michael Jordan.
Patrick
To continue the hypothetical.
Patrick Mahomes at 40. Patrick Mahomes at 40 years old is putting up 1,000 yards in 12 seconds. Receiving.
And not only that, for the last 10 years, while he's been catching balls, he's been on the other side of the ball, getting quarterback sacks and pressures the entire time.
He's a great.
That would be. I don't even know what to say about that. Like, if I were to witness that, I would think he was a robot. He'd have to be a robot. It's physically impossible. There's just no way.
In order for me to consider Patrick Mahomes the greatest football player of all time, he needs to be the best quarterback, D lineman, and wide receiver the football's like the game's ever seen. We really need.
We need to switch. We need to switch topics, bro. I don't care. That shit's funny though. That is hilarious. Okay, back to more serious things. So I pulled up a list of the top prospects in this year's draft after the Pro Bowl, this Senior Bowl. I don't know why I keep calling it the Pro Bowl. The Senior Bowl and shit. And like some of like the most flashy players who've been having really good days at practice and playing and shit. At number 1, they have Oluwafemi Oladejo, the edge rusher for UCLA. Supposedly he's been doing really good. He's been playing like off ball and edge at the same time, and he's just been rushing through people. Like offensive linemen have looked stupid. You want me to say that name again? Because I'm not going to do it again. I'm not.
I was about to say I don't know who you're talking about.
Hold on, let me pull up. I'm actually going to pull up the thing not slide. You freaking.
Who is he? Like when you say he's been, because I haven't seen much about the Senior Bowl. I've seen a little bit here and there, but not too much. When you say he's been like getting through the line and stuff, is there any like notable offensive linemen that he's just like dominating?
Don't know actually. I have no clue.
Oluwafemi?
Oluwafemi? Oladejo. Yeah, I have no clue how to say that name.
UCLA has, like, I swear to God, they have the most unique names of all time. And it's always been on, like, defense. I say that, but the only two people I can think of is this dude and Tui. That wasn't even UCLA. I'm talking about – I can't even remember his name.
Oh, my God, dude. What is this? Dude, what is this? Oh, my gosh.
They have so many crazy names, but I can't even think of anybody. Not even a single one.
No, Leontu Latu. That's what I'm thinking about. He went to the Colts last year. I was gonna say Tui to Pelotu on the Chargers, but I don't even think he went to UCLA. He might have. Let me see.
I think he did. Payne's pulling out the typewriter again, but I think he did. Stop, dude.
I don't even know
so these are some of the players that look good. So Jackson Dart, which I agree with. I watched some of his Pro Bowl stuff, and he's been throwing the ball on time, accurate, and players have actually been able to catch his football. Unlike Jalen Milroe, who can't throw a football 2 feet in front of him, even if he tried. So
unless he's playing,
I like Jackson Dart. To me, if I'm gonna pick a quarterback in the second round, it's gonna be Jackson Dart. Nobody else. Not Milroe, not anybody. I think it's gonna be Jackson Dart there in the second round.
I could see Jackson Dart going first round. I think he's really underrated.
That's fair. I mean, I could see both either way, but I just think his spot's probably gonna be the second round. I feel like the edge class this year is just getting deeper as we continue on towards the draft. But
he went to USC.
Huh? Pardon?
He went to USC. Tui Pelotu.
I don't know who.
And for whatever reason, when I type in that, continue.
Okay, so I wanted to talk about Jack Beck. He's been able to his route running is actually surprisingly really good, excuse me. And I watched some of his one-on-ones, and he made corners look stupid, similarly to what Ladd McConkey did. And he's not like the fastest guy on the field, but again, he's just a route runner, so he's able to get open, which is what people want to see.
Quick, not fast.
Right, quick, not fast. And then
last guy out.
Look at that comp though. The comp is Puka Nacua. That's an awesome comp. Strong hands, route runner.
He knows how to play the game the right way.
Comparison to Ladd McConkey.
That was my comparison to Ladd McConkey. I thought he was good like that. I mean, more of his hands. Like his hands are more that way, and he may also be white as well. So anytime I see a white receiver, I think of Ladd McConkey.
Plays the game the right way. But
that's crazy.
I don't know if any. I could be missing somebody big here, but I don't know that I've ever seen a receiver come out of TCU and be successful. And I was really hoping that
Quentin Johnson.
Quentin Johnson.
Yeah, Quentin Johnson. I was really hoping that he was going to be something really good. And I think he had an okay year this year, but I just haven't – unless you guys can name any, I don't know of any TCU receivers to ever do anything in the league. So I just I don't know.
No, they're TCU. I'm trying to think of like the most notable TCU NFL player that I know of. I can't even think of one.
Max Duggan. I really thought that guy was going to be the next Josh Allen.
I
After,
didn't.
Really?
college.
He
Dude,
just-
that guy was a baller in college.
yeah, I mean, sometimes that happens. Like, I thought Baker Mayfield was going to be an insane NFL quarterback, which he's now finally starting to look like it, but he just started out so bad, and everyone thought he was just going to be a great college player. And,
Andy
all that good
Andy Dalton went to TCU.
sick. So that's right. So
And
a
Darius
seasoned veteran
Davis.
quarterback that we couldn't think about. And who?
Darius Davis. is a
Darius
receiver.
Davis. I recognize that name.
Yeah, he's not good. I've heard of his name. He's not that good.
He's a good special teams guy. He's a gadget guy.
Is he on your
Jalen Reagor.
Arizona
Jalen
Cardinals
Reagor came
franchise?
from TCU.
Oh my gosh, Jalen Rager?
Yeah.
Jalen Rager's. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that shit, dude. He's got a goofy ass picture in Madden. I can't lie. His picture in Madden is so fucking goofy. And then I don't really want to talk about the Titans for Miami. Tez Johnson is a name that I was not thinking would be on here. Yeah, it's saying like no DB has a chance in one-on-ones with the smoothness that he runs his routes, explosiveness, displayed getting off the line of scrimmage at the top of his routes, and then yeah, no, I mean he's gonna be good.
Yeah, he was cooking.
Did that
I was
say
talking about-
156 pounds though?
Yeah.
Yep. He weighed in at 156 pounds. Oh my gosh.
Yikes.
Hey, but Devontae Smith was the same deal. Like people were like freaked out about his size.
He won a Heisman.
Yeah, but Tez Johnson has like almost the same amount of yards as he does in his career. Hold on, I'm gonna fact check myself. Y'all talk about that other guy on the screen.
What other guy?
Devin
Did I not
Neal.
put up another one? Yeah,
Hey,
Devin Neal.
I'll let you start, Peyton. Go ahead.
I don't know a
He's
single
from-
thing.
He's from Kansas. He's a running back. He's fast and he's quick. There you go. On to the next one.
Well, what I like about Devin Neal is that he's fast on his feet.
There you go.
He's
You
from
literally
Kansas.
have a cheat sheet,
I
bro.
like Kansas.
Yeah, I mean, my favorite thing about him is his one cut and go explosiveness between the tackles.
Yeah,
especially.
he's also a really good weapon in the pass game coming out of the backfield. It's like we almost had a chance to interview him, but he made it clear that one of his goals this week was just to prove the NFL teams that he's an early down back. So
Yeah, I'm not even kidding when I say this though. For you to be a weapon as a running back in the pass game at Kansas with that quarterback, I know it's something Daniels.
Jalen Daniels, I thought he was supposed to be good. Like I thought he was a
He's had a bad year.
I was about to say, I remember seeing stuff at the beginning of the season saying that he was like a Heisman dark horse. Is that what they say?
Yeah.
I don't even know what that means, but I'm assuming it means he doesn't have it, or he has a chance when nobody's looking at him.
Okay,
Yeah,
I found it. I got it. So Tez Johnson has 3,800 career yards. That's between Oregon and Troy. And then you go in and he had what was his touchdowns? He had 28 touchdowns. Devonta Smith, oh man, he had 3,900 yards. So they're right there in the same wheelhouse right there. The same like kind of shorter, lighter slot guys, which I think is gonna benefit a team there in like the second round. That'd be a great second round pick for somebody. Like if
Yeah.
the Falcons could pick him up in the second round, that would be pretty sweet.
I'm hoping the Falcons go after T. Higgins in free agency.
That would be nice.
Great.
They won't.
They'll probably bring back somebody that played in 2009 or something.
Roddy White.
They're gonna call fucking Mohamed Sanu and ask him to come back.
Just about to say they're gonna call Sanu up.
He was good.
Just like,
he was good
what?
for them, though.
He was
Honestly,
he was a baller.
Let Mohamed Sanu teach Michael Penix how to throw a ball.
Yeah,
Did
exactly.
he have like the best QBR of all time?
Yeah, it's like I think it's like 10 of 12, like with like 112 QBR. like 3 touchdowns. I want to talk about where's the guy from? Yes, this guy. This offensive lineman,
Willie
Lampkin.
Napkin.
He measured in at 5'10", 270, 32-inch arms. Tiny. He's fucking tiny. But let me
5'10"?
5'10". Let me show you his reps. Let me show you his reps. They are unbelievable.
5'10",
Dude,
270.
he stopped Jalen Walker. He stopped Jalen Walker in his tracks, dude.
I'm gonna see what this dude looks like. If he's 5'10", 270.
All right, let me. I don't want to watch a 55-minute video, dude. Oh my gosh. Please, don't do this to me. I hate YouTube sometimes. I just pull up what I'm asking you to pull up, please. It's not that hard. Just show me.
He's
it,
not going to the
please.
league, bro. He's not going to the league.
I don't know what position he would play.
Offensive lineman. He's
Well,
not doing it.
No, but he's 5'10". And I don't know what the
And
standard
he's
arm
only
length-
270.
Yeah, but I don't know what the standard arm length for O linemen are, but is 32 inches good or bad?
That's short.
I mean,
Very
that's
short.
like Peyton, I think you have a bigger wing. I think you have a bigger wingspan than 32-inch arms.
Probably.
Dude, just show me what I'm trying to watch. I can
That's
find it on
only like-
Instagram, but I
It's only
can't find
5
it
feet. No, it's not.
on YouTube.
That is 5 feet. That's 5 feet. That's a 5-foot wingspan. We all have bigger wingspans than that.
The only one I can find is the only rep I've seen him getting beat. That's hilarious, dude. Of course. Like him getting absolutely destroyed. Are you kidding me? That's so stupid, man. That sucks. Okay, well, there goes that topic. I saw a couple Instagram videos. I can't remember what, if it was Michael or Jalen Walker, but literally stood him up in his tracks. And he just stopped. Because he used to wrestle. He wrestled in high school and college. So he has like the build for it, but he's just short. I mean, I'd like to have him as a backup. There it is. The drop. Jalen Milroe. Milroe wanted to come to Mobile and separate himself from the pack, showing his ability to throw accurately downfield and doing it on a consistent basis. And while the arm strength has never been in question, Milroe struggled with touch on intermediate throws. Not surprising. It's not the end of the world. Michael Penix Jr. and Bo Nix didn't exactly set the world on fire at the Senior Bowl a year ago, but they both were first-round picks. But it is a missed opportunity for Milroe. Not surprised, to be honest with you. Not surprised.
The
He's a
guy
fraud.
might play backup running back in the league.
I put him in my mock draft going to the Raiders at 6.
You put Jalen Milroe going 6?
Mm-hmm.
You're still doing that?
I mean, not as much anymore, but I think he's going to be a first-round pick because Anthony Richardson set that precedent. Who's better, Anthony Richardson or Jalen Milroe?
Anthony Richardson.
I think they're like both.
No,
I think Anthony Richardson's like this, but Jalen Milroe's right there on his ass.
Jalen
they're
Milroe
not
will
far
not
apart.
be going first round. He will not
Did you see anything from Anthony Richardson in college that made you think, oh, he's a 4th-round pick? I mean, a 4th overall pick.
No,
No.
I didn't. But he's also like 6'4" and can throw the football like the entire length of the field.
Not accurately.
Yeah, but I feel like
It's like
there's
Joe
more-
Milton. It's the same deal. Joe Milton, very inaccurate, but can throw it everywhere.
I feel like there's more raw material. Like I feel like you could look at Anthony Richardson and be like, this guy could be a lot better. But you look at Jalen Milroe and it's like I don't think he's going to get much better.
Yeah, that's fair. You think if he goes to a place like the Raiders with Pete Carroll, he can't do something with it?
I don't think the Raiders waste the 6th pick on him. I don't think so. I mean, I think a lot of these teams that need a quarterback are probably going to draft. Unless you're getting Cam Ward or Shador, you're not taking a quarterback first round. I don't think. I mean, I'm not. I'm taking a good receiver or something that I can get next year's draft class quarterback paired with.
Yeah. And I'm not saying I agree with it by any means. I'm not saying I'm agreeing with it at all because I don't. My thing is, if you look at the trajectory of all the previous draft classes, at least like where we're starting to head now, these quarterbacks get drafted so high for no reason. What did they see in J.J. McCarthy? I didn't see nothing from J.J. McCarthy that said he should be picked at what was it, 12?
Yeah, it was 12.
And like Bo Nix, did you see what Bo Nix did against Georgia's defense? All time, he has 4 interceptions and like 200 yards against Georgia all time. That's an NFL defense, right? NFL defense.
Those guys both played pretty well in the NFL. J.J. McCarthy didn't get a lot of experience, but those guys both.
He looked good in preseason, but I think if you're not like in a good position team wise, you shouldn't draft a player like that, But I think the Raiders are so desperate for somebody else that I could see them reaching to Milroe, not thinking right, but reaching to Milroe because they know that he can run the football. Pete Carroll's had a running quarterback before. Pete Carroll could do something there, if they get him on the Jaden Daniels VR treatment, maybe he'll be good, you never know. But I think they reach, but somebody's going to reach for him. And in my head, he's like a 4th round pick. He doesn't work out. You put him at running back, like we were talking about earlier. Who cares,
It's fair take.
But here in the Senior Bowl, he does not look good, and that's not good for his draft stock. I have never heard of this guy before.
I don't even know what's
a Laurier.
Oh my gosh, what school is that? Canadian Football All-Star Game. He had struggles. Okay, well then why is he at the Senior Bowl? Okay, we'll move on. Arian Smith.
How did he drop?
I don't know. Let's read this. Smith was one of the fastest players in Mobile, regularly one of the fastest players in the fall, but the issues that plagued him during the season showed up at the Senior Bowl practices during Wednesday's session. He counted 3 drops, though he did make a catch in team drills, but Smith, who has all the talent in the world, has to prove over the next months they can overcome the concentration lapses at the next level. Yep. I'm not surprised either. He can't catch a football.
That's not.
Somebody didn't buy him a jug machine as a joke, which is a mistake because they were missing out on an opportunity. Get that man a jug machine.
What?
A jug machine. The football machines. The football throwing machines.
Like shoots it at you?
Yeah. They call them jug machines. Yeah, no. Arian Smith drop. I'm not surprised. But that's the thing, though, is we were talking about it earlier that Arian Smith could catch. Oh no, now I'm in the fucked up ads, dude. I'm not scrolling anymore.
Shirtless
Dude.
guys,
Oh
Dave.
my
We know
gosh.
what you do in your free time.
Oh my gosh, dude. I look at shoes and old men workouts, dude. Oh, dude. Dude, yeah, I'm so glad I stopped scrolling. Oh my gosh. Dude, that's so funny. That's hilarious. All right. All right. Let's see. What's next? You have anything else to talk about besides the Senior Bowl? What else am I missing? I feel like I'm missing a topic I wanted to talk about.
Who wins MVP this year? Did they already announce it for
No.
NFL?
No.
I only know this because of Madden. It comes out during the Super Bowl week.
Who you guys got?
I think it's going to be Lamar.
I think so too.
I think it should be Josh Allen.
I think Josh Allen's going to win it.
Well,
Mhm.
do you think – okay, let me ask you this. Over the last, I'll say 5 years, just because that's, as far as my knowledge goes. I can actually think about some stuff in, 2009, but that's all, cherry-picked stuff. In the last 5 years, have they been doing MVP because they were that valuable to their team, or is it because they were putting up the best stats in the league?
It's
I
the
mean,
same thing as a Heisman to me. Is like it's a stat award, but it's never a best player award. If that makes sense.
yeah, I would say it's a little bit of both.
Yeah, but it definitely is more of a impactful award than it is in college. Like the Heisman Award is such a stat award, bro. Such a stat
Yeah.
award. But
Well, I don't know. You look at what Josh Allen did with virtually nothing besides like James Cook. I mean, they went to the AFC Championship and they had a shot at a Super Bowl with Keon Coleman and Khalil Shakir as their receivers. So
don't forget Curtis Samuel,
and
the
Curtis
seasoned
Samuel.
veteran.
Very hard to forget about Curtis Samuel. Very hard to forget about him. But I just don't think – I mean, Lamar actually, like, yeah, duh, he had an amazing season. And he was probably the most valuable player on the Ravens offense. But overall, I don't know. Because, I mean, I guess you could kind of make the same argument with Lamar Jackson that you could Josh Allen, except for Zay Flowers. But I can't remember how many weeks he missed. But I think he missed a few. I don't even know. I think it should be Josh Allen. I think Lamar's going to win it, though.
I think so too. I don't know. I just think Lamar is just like his ceiling is just where he is right now. Like I don't know if he'll ever win a Super Bowl. I hope he does. But I don't know if he has that clutch gene. Like I don't know. Like it wasn't his fault that they lost. It wasn't his fault.
He threw 2 picks, I think.
Yeah, but that was
Oh, he got back on track. He got back on track.
I was say that was all first half stuff. He played really good in the second half.
Threw a very catchable ball to Mark Andrews.
He did throw a very catchable ball to Mark Andrews. Yeah, it looked like it was a little bit behind him, but that's still a very catchable ball.
Like you're
Mark Andrews should absolutely have caught that, but you can't. The outcome of that game is not because of that.
No, I mean I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying like that was a very catchable ball.
He should have caught it. He should have got it, but the Bills had played a better game. They played a better game than the Ravens did.
Yeah, I think that's probably going to be the Eagles.
Do what?
I think that's probably going to be the downfall of the Eagles.
What?
I think the Chiefs are just going to play better than the Eagles do.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Is Jalen Carter healthy? Because I know he got hurt at the end of that game.
I don't know. I didn't know he got hurt. I knew he was dominating. I didn't know he got hurt.
I wonder if he's you see him punch that dude in the face?
No.
Oh my gosh, did he punch somebody in the face with their helmet on? Like full on like sucker punch. That shit was hilarious.
So he probably hurt his hand more than he did anything else.
Yeah. So he has a sprained ankle. He's dealing with a sprained ankle. Okay.
Well, that ain't nothing to play with.
Boy, wrap it up and play, dude. Just wrap it up and play.
First name ever.
Last name greatest.
What?
It's Drake lyric.
My fault. I'm not a troglodyte.
So Jalen Carter's not going to play in the Super Bowl.
No, he is. I'm sure he's going to play. They're just going to wrap up his ankle.
You ain't supposed to play with that.
It's the Super Bowl. I don't give a fuck if I have a sprained ankle or a broken finger.
Payne's still talking about Drake.
Chill out. Chill out on the Drake shit, Payne.
All right.
I do have one more topic before we get out of here. This will be the last thing we talk about. But I wanted because I've been this has been brewing in my head for a while. So Penn State went out and hired Ohio State's defensive coordinator Jim Knowles. They paid him, I think, like $3.5 to $4 million a year. So like he's getting a bag from Penn State, and then like all of the players that Penn State have coming back, both of their running backs, wide receivers, corners, their quarterbacks coming back. I think they had some good edge rushers behind Abdul Carter. But if I was a gambling man and the Big Ten championship game opened up, that line, I would throw $600 into Penn State winning the Big Ten championship. I just think they're going to actually do something next year. Because like as you look at like James Franklin, like he's like almost there, almost there, almost there, one level, one level, one level, one level. So I think they're going to finally pull it through and win the Big Ten championship.
Penn State reminds me a lot of Georgia before Kirby Smart.
Yeah,
10-2. We can get into the big game, but never win it. But
yeah.
I don't know. I just don't know if James Franklin is their guy. I don't know if he's going to be the
Say,
guy.
is that where we're leading? Does that mean Penn State needs a new head coach?
I mean, it's what fixed
No,
Georgia.
I
I don't know.
I think if you get rid of James Franklin, it's kind of premature. Like I know he's been there for a while, but give the DC Jim Knowles, give him a year or two, and if they go out next year and lose with everything that they have, and they don't have like if they don't win 11 games next year, then there should be questions, and he'll be on the hot seat the next year. You know what I mean? And
I
he'll probably
think
get fired after
State,
the year after.
if you're a Penn State fan, I think it's okay. When are we going to start saying championship or bust? Because it's like
Yeah.
we're always right there, but
hmm
can never take it home. So I remember like growing up as a Georgia fan, it was like the years like 2011 up until 2020, it was always like we are good enough to win, but for some reason we're not doing it. I would just like
Right.
as a Penn State fan, I would be at that point now where it's like, all right, can we at least make it to the game? Can we at least,
Yeah.
can we at least beat Ohio State one time? Can we do that one time? Can we beat
Yeah.
Michigan one time? Can we,
Yeah. No, I know what you mean.
No, it makes that. I mean, that definitely makes sense because, like y'all are saying, it's like they get so close every single year, and then it just doesn't work out. And again, I don't know if that means that they need to change the head coaching situation, but I also agree with you, James. I think it probably would be a little premature if they let go of him. But the question is, how long until did Austin just leave?
Austin is 86.
But I guess what the question is how long, like how many more losses do they need? Hold on, he's calling me.
No, you're
If-
good. No, you're
What?
good. I think Penn State, if they can win 11 games next year, and if they can continue to put money into their collective and give James Franklin the people.
downstairs? I have to go get it.
Sorry. Okay.
What happened?
Austin's probably not going to be able to come back. He said his computer just died.
Oh, sick. Nice.
Yeah, but I mean that's fine, I
Good night,
guess.
stream. Good night, chat.
Good night, Austin.
Austin said goodbye, everyone.
Tell
All right.
to get back on, but my charger's downstairs, and that's the only thing I know. I just know this is downstairs. I don't know where it is down there, but I know that it's down there.
No, you're good.
No, you're good. I have one more thing about like Ohio State, and then we'll probably get off. But if try and get on if you can, you can. If you can't, you can't. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna go look for it. I'll text you guys.
All right, no worries. I want to hear what Peyton has to say about this because I also had like another kind of small
Okay.
topic about college football for you.
Yeah.
So Ohio State goes out this past offseason and says, collective, if we want to win a Super Bowl, I need you to give me $20 million to make a roster.
Super Bowl.
And then they just took that roster, $20 million that they spent, and they won the Natty off of all the players that they went out and got in the transfer portal and all that good stuff. Where do you think that goes for college football in general? Like, does that start making it like, okay, well, if I want to win a championship, I need to go out and get $20 million from my collective to put a roster together to win it all? Or can you still win it all without having to pay premium $20 million a year for a roster?
I'm not going to say it depends on the coach because it definitely doesn't, but there's always going to be like underrated players that I don't know if you're looking at chat right now, but someone named Both of These Nuts said good evening.
No way.
Yeah. Either way, I don't think it's a coaching situation, but I think there's always going to be like kids on a roster that never really got a chance. They're going to play harder than anyone else. Of course, talent matters. Like you look at someone like Jeremiah Smith. You look at somebody like Jeremiah Smith, and then like I saw, which I don't know how accurate this is because I didn't really watch a whole lot of Alabama football, but I saw someone today that was making the argument that Ryan Williams is arguably better than Jeremiah Smith because I think that might be Sims, but I could be wrong. I don't know. I don't know who that is, but
I don't know who that is either.
But
Nice name, Bofa.
yeah, somebody was trying to say that Ryan Williams is a better route runner than Jeremiah Smith, which I didn't watch a whole lot of Alabama football, so I don't know how true that is. But somebody was also that same guy that said he was a better route runner said that he's like faster than Jeremiah Smith, which I don't know if that's true or not. But to me, when I watched Jeremiah Smith play in the national championship, everything that I've seen from Ryan Williams this season, I don't think Ryan Williams could do what Jeremiah Smith does.
No, I think they're two different wide receivers.
Like I'm not saying Ryan Williams. I'm going to sound like a baby, so I'm going to say Ryan Williams. I'm not saying that he's like not a good receiver because I think he's definitely like even as a true freshman, like he showed out, like he's going to be good. He will be good. But Jeremiah Smith, bro, like he would be a first-round draft pick if he went to the league today. And I solely believe that.
Yeah, no, and all of the NFL scouts think that too. I think he would be a top 5 pick.
Yeah.
Top 5.
I like on that last play that Jeremiah Smith caught, the touchdown. Or wait, no, I don't know if it was a touchdown or not. You know what I'm talking about, the last play for the Natty.
Yeah, where he made that
dude, yeah.
Look stupid.
I'm sure any receiver that has like instincts would know to do that. But I just think at the quickness that he did it and then how fast he was able to run past that dude anyways, even if he didn't like break to the right or to the left, whichever way he did like that. I just don't know if Ryan Williams does that. Like, and if you go back on the regular season and look at Jeremiah Smith, his one-hand catches are like it's unbelievable what he does when he can like actually make a play. It's insane.
Jeremiah Smith reminds me of like a prime Julio Jones,
exactly.
Where he's just a physical archetype. Like I hate to bring up Madden, but it's the only way that like that's just the most easiest way that I can think to like compare these receivers. Is like Ryan Williams to me is like the definition of a playmaker archetype receiver. And so like Ryan Williams, you saw what he did against Georgia. He caught the ball and then made every DB most of Georgia's DBs are considered first round grades. They looked stupid because he just had the instincts to make plays after the catch. But to me, Jeremiah Smith has the instincts on the other side to go out and catch footballs that no one thinks should be caught or physically, even possible to be caught. But I think Jeremiah Smith is better than Ryan Williams.
I mean, I think overall Jeremiah Smith is absolutely better than Ryan Williams. I just think it's like I don't know if this is an accurate I don't know if this is a good thing to say or like an accurate thing to say, but I feel like Ryan Williams is more of like a playmaker archetype in Madden, and Jeremiah Smith is more of like a physical deep threat kind of guy.
Yeah. You have Julio Jones versus I don't know why this comes to mind, but like a Cooper Kupp grade for Ryan Williams, like strong hands, can like after the catch make insane, stupid plays to get away from people. He may not be like the fastest guy on the field, but he's dependable. Same kind of deal. Maybe like a Cooper Kupp or like a trying to think of somebody else I can compare it to. To me, I just keep comparing people to Ladd McConkey. You're either like, so this is Ladd McConkey, and you're either above Ladd McConkey or you're below Ladd McConkey.
McConkey's the median.
Yeah, Ladd McConkey's the median wide receiver.
Dude, we gotta ban Bofa. I don't know who this. This has got to be like Cooper. I don't like, dude. This is only stuff.
Is it Mason?
I don't think so. Maybe. I don't know, dude. I don't know who it is.
It could be, I don't know, but whoever just made a YouTube channel just to come and mess with us is funny. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Hello, Sims.
I don't think it's Sims.
It's probably not Sims. I
don't
guess
know.
it could be one of my brother's friends too. It could be George. Could be George.
Maybe. I don't know.
Could be.
But-
Could be. Well, I think that's all I had for tonight. I don't know if you have anything else, Peyton, but looks like next week I'd like to start doing like one of those like conference tier lists before the off season, and then like after the transfer portal stuff, we do it again and like go over it and stuff. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in, and for all the people who came in and watched, like, subscribe, and thank you for the comments tonight, Bofa. And we appreciate it. Y'all have a good night. Take care.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye, Peyton.